So please, I'm aware, but for the sake of being fun and whimsical and jolly, okay, we're going to talk about these anyway. Hello friends, welcome to a very impromptu video. Impromptu for two reasons. One being I just worked a 9-hour day. I am just getting home. I look disgusting. I am aware. And reason number two being I live in Northeast Ohio currently, which means that the sun goes down basically at midday at this point in the year. Which is making it very difficult for me to find times to film, which kind of explains my random 2-month hiatus that I accidentally have been on. As of filming this video today, I am still on that hiatus because I have still not edited my other video, but it's fine. I just could not wait to sit down with you guys because the final round of the Goodreads Awards is out. And I have been waiting. I have just been so curious, I guess, just about how this Goodreads... Okay, listen, hold on. Disclaimer. I know the Goodreads Awards are stupid. I know that they're, like, capitalistic. It's all Amazon. Like, I get it. I'm aware. I know. But it's still just a fun little thing that brings me a little ray of sunshine and hope and joy in the winter months. It gives me something to do when the new year comes because I read all of the winners and then I give my thoughts. So, please, I'm aware. But for the sake of being fun and whimsical and jolly, okay, we're going to talk about these anyway. I was very curious about this year because I feel like there wasn't any really big books, I guess. Maybe just not in, I don't know, I haven't been engaging that much, so maybe just not in my sphere, I don't know. But I'm just so curious how this is going to turn out and what's going to happen. So that being said, I think we just jump right in. I'm going to screen record my screen, so hopefully we will be able to put that up so you can see. I'm just going right into the final round. The first category is fiction. I think that is what it's always. And I'm gonna be real, I don't know how many things I would have read in this category. Okay, so I have read so far, I Hope This Finds You Well. I tried reading Margot's Got Money Troubles. I was not into it. It was not what I needed in the moment. I think I will return to it, especially if it wins. I read Blue Sisters. Blue Sisters was very, very good. And I didn't read Dolly Alderton's new book. I am sure I would like good material because I really like her writing, but I just haven't read it yet. And it's the same thing with Intermezzo. I haven't read it yet. I'm surprised Martyr is on here. I've heard buzz about it, but I don't know. I guess I wasn't expecting that, so I don't know. Should I read it? But the other ones I haven't read. The Wedding People I have on hold, so it's tough because there's some things I just haven't gotten to despite wanting to read them. But I've read I Hope This Finds You Well, and I've read Blue Sisters. So I think out of the two of those, for sure, I would vote for Blue Sisters. I thought Blue Sisters was so good. I Hope This Finds You Well was good. It was fine. Definitely not as good as I bet a lot of these other things are, though. So I'm definitely gonna do Blue Sisters for that one. The next category is historical fiction. I'm gonna also predict what's gonna win. I am probably gonna predict that Intermezzo will win, right? I feel like that's a given. We'll see, but that's my prediction. Historical fiction, I don't know how much I would have read out of here. Yeah, I have not read. I've heard about James a million times, but I just don't know if I want to commit to it. So if you've read that and it's good, let me know. I just finished By Any Other Name by Jodi Picoult. I was fine with it. It was good. But I don't know. It just I think it just spanned this woman's whole life and everything. And it was really hard to feel because she had to pack so much information in that things were just happening. And I don't know. I didn't really super connect with it. I didn't read The Women because I really did not like her other book, Four Winds. And I want to read The Lion Women of Tehran. I don't know how to say it, but haven't yet. So I think I'm going to have to vote for The Briar Club, despite the fact that I'm only halfway through it. I'm sorry if that's bad, but it is very good, and I love Kate Quinn. I feel like it's cheating since I haven't finished it, but I am going to vote for that one, just because I would like to vote. Mystery and thriller. I am sure that I've read quite a few from this. Yes, I read Home is Where the Bodies Are. That was really not good. I don't know why it's on here. I read How to Solve Your Own Murder. I liked it. It wasn't perfect, but I'm excited for it to continue and hopefully get better. And I thought it was like fun and quirky and a little different than other ones of this genre. I didn't read All the Colors of the Dark yet, but I did read God of the Woods. I wasn't like amazed with God of the Woods like other people are. I think maybe I've just read too much in this genre, so it wasn't like mind-blowing to me. But it was like good. Anything written by Frida McFadden does not deserve to win, so no thank you. I didn't read the new Richard Osman. I wasn't actually a huge fan of the Thursday Murder Club. Ugh, you can look at my reading wrap-up that has that in it if you would like to. Oh gosh, I did read Listen for the Lie. That was just fine too. And The Midnight Feast actually a little bit disappointed me. I think out of all of these, I have to vote for How to Solve Your Own Murder, but I would assume that The God of the Woods will win. I already didn't say what I think for historical fiction. Probably the Women of Tehran. I would guess, right? Next category is romance. I am almost positive without even looking at these that I have only read Funny Story. So, let's see. Yup. Only Funny Story. And I actually really did like Funny Story. I'm not a romance person at all. If you've watched this channel, if you know me, I do not like romance at all. But I have really become a fan of Emily Henry's like character writing. So I read all of her books now. And yeah, I thought Funny Story was good. Okay, the next category is romantasy. I definitely do not think I've read any of these. Oh, I did read The Spell Shop. I read The Spell Shop after I had my surgery, and I just, like, I listened to it and I blew through it. And it was actually really good, so I will vote for that. I have absolutely zero idea what would win, though, because I don't really read that genre, so I don't know what people are liking or buzzing about at all. Favorite fantasy... Oh, this is going to be a really hard one, I think, because The Familiar was chef's kiss so good. I did not read The Tainted Cup yet. Oh, I read The Lost Story. It was not my favorite, actually. I don't know. It was kind of... It felt a little juvenile to me in the writing and everything, and I wasn't the biggest fan, so I will definitely not pick that. I didn't read TJ Klune's new book. I'm gonna be so real. I'm kind of over him. I really liked Under the Whispering Door, and I liked the other one, and then that freaking robot book just fucking... It ruined it for me. And I don't know, then that other one, the wolf one came out, and I don't know. I feel like he's cranking things out, and like, good on him, but I don't like that like Stephen King method where you just like publish a million things and like hope something sticks. So I haven't read that. I didn't read The Book of Doors yet. I didn't read the second Emily Wilde yet. Oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure the one that I wanted to win this category did not make it into the final. Yeah, I in the opening round, I voted for A Sorceress Comes to Call by T. Kingfisher, and that's absolutely what I would have picked, but it looks like it didn't make it. I didn't know The Foxwife was fantasy, so I'm really... I think out of the two that I've read, I'm gonna vote for The Familiar because it was super good and definitely does deserve it. Okay, favorite science fiction. I'm very interested to see what has ended up here. I started The Ministry of Time and I just didn't finish it before it had to go back to the library, and I still haven't gone back to it. I don't know if it's worth it because I've seen like really mixed reviews, I guess. I wasn't like super drawn in by the first like 50% or whatever I read, so I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to it, especially, I mean, I will if it wins, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking, and I haven't said this on my channel yet, but I'm a nanny. Like, my day job, I'm a nanny, and I feel like because I just came home from work, I'm trying to like get out of talking in my nanny voice and like talking like my normal voice. So I'm sorry if you feel like I'm talking to like a kindergartner right now. I want to read The Stardust Grail. I have not. Oh, I read Annie Bot. I don't want to talk about her anymore. Annie Bot is one of the worst things I've ever read. Truly. I hated Annie Bot. So I will be actually so upset if this wins, because media literacy is dead at that point. I'm sorry. I like, if you are curious about my thoughts, you can go watch my whole rant review about it, because, but my book is on here. I Cheerfully Refuse is my favorite book of this year. Like, I can definitively say we've got 1 month left. I highly doubt anything is going to top this or emotionally impact me the way that this book did. I just read this book this year. I do not reread books. I'm literally sitting here feeling like, oh my gosh, I have to read that book again. Like, truly. Like, such a poignant story and just super impactful for me. Forever changed because of that book. I will never not get emotional just like thinking about it. So 1000% I vote for that. Horror. I assume that I have read at least a couple things on here as well. I did read The Eyes Are the Best Part. I thought that was good. It was definitely good. I haven't read Bury Your Gaze yet. I was excited for it, but I haven't gotten it from the library yet. Ooh. Oh, this is going to be hard. Okay. What Feast at Night, I loved. Would I really put it in this category with like horror? I'm not sure. It just feels more fantasy to me. I mean, it's got scary elements and stuff, but like horror though. But I do like that she's getting a nomination because it looks like A Sorcerer's Come to Call did not make it, which is very upsetting. But dude, We Used to Live Here. Oh man, yeah. Oh, I did not really, Murder Road was, I think, the worst Simone St. James book, actually, so definitely not that one. But also, I did not really like Diavola that much. I thought the message was, like, I thought it started out so strong and went downhill so quickly, and I thought the messaging was so confused at the end. Like, it's supposed to be, like, this women empowerment thing, but, like, why is it then this, like, woman ghosts, like, everything's her fault? Like, I don't know, whatever. It's weird to me. I don't really get it. I think it's just trying to mimic other things that do it well, so that bothers me. But I have to vote for We Used to Live Here because that was, oh my gosh, just the most mind-blowing book. I just talked about it in my like spooky season wrap-up. That'll probably come out first. And that was my number one book that I read because it was just so crazy that it put me in a reading slump after that because I wanted to be just as mind-blown by everything that I read, and like nothing was doing it for me. So I will definitely be voting for that one. Debut novel. This is a really interesting category to me. I just love that random things I don't like that things can get double nominations. I won't lie. That does bother me, but I see Martyr again, A Ministry of Time again. I didn't know Greta and Walden was a debut. It wasn't my favorite book, like that type of book. It just didn't do it for me, really. Voyage of the Damned, I want to read so bad, but I have not gotten it from the library yet. I can't believe We Used to Live Here was a debut, honestly. But I didn't read the Book of Doors yet either. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't like that things get double nominations, so I am actually going to vote for The Eyes Are the Best Part, especially because as a debut, I also think that that's really great. Sorry if you can hear my doggy crying. She does not want to be in her crate anymore because she's been in her crate a lot of the day, but it's fine. It's a short video. She will survive. I do not like this category. Okay, why are we doing this? Audiobook category? Like, this is a dumb category because even if somebody didn't read the audiobook, like if somebody read it instead of listening to it, like they're just gonna vote that's what I'm gonna do. Actually, wait, let me make sure that is true. Yes, that is true because all I've read from this list is Funny Story, and just by chance I did happen to listen to that. But like, what if I read it? Like, I would just vote for Funny Story anyway. So like, I don't know if that makes sense, but I just don't really understand that as a category because like, it should be that we're voting on like which one's the best audiobook, but what if I didn't what if I didn't read it that way? I don't know. Maybe I'm freaking being crazy. Young adult fantasy, I don't think I have read anything on this list. No, I did not. I want to read Air and I want to read Don't Let the Forest In, but I just haven't yet, so I'm just gonna skip this one. And then young adult fiction. Oh, I've read Where Sleeping Girls... Oh, I didn't really like Where Sleeping Girls Lie. So, ugh. Oh, dang. That's the only one that I've read. And I don't think I can vote for it. I really did not like it. I gave it 2.5 stars. So I don't really want to vote for that. I really do want to read Gwen and Art Are Not in Love though. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up winning. All right. Into the kind of not as interesting categories. I like nonfiction. I think I've read a couple of these that are going to be on here. I've read All in Her Head. I've read, and it was really good. I was not a huge fan of the comments about trans people towards the end of the book. I found that to be really unnecessary. I talked about it in another video if you want to find that. It was just a little bit odd to throw in this kind of ideological thing in there. So it was very good, and I 100% would have voted for it had it not had some weird statements in there. I started Nuclear War, but it went back to the library too quickly, and I do want to read It's Not Hysteria, but that's all I've read. So I'm actually gonna skip this one. I don't think I can vote. Like, in the video, I argued that this book was still important. Like, there's a lot of good, useful information in here, but I don't think for, like, an award I could vote for it in good conscience. And I don't know, is this the last category? Because, memoir. I love memoirs. If you've been watching me, you know that. I am so interested in A Well-Trained Wife. I'm so interested, but I haven't read it yet. I think the only one that I've read on here is RuPaul's A House of Hidden Meanings. And it was good. So I think that I will vote for it just because it's the only one that I have read. I don't think that it will win though. Oh, I've just been completely not telling you what I predict for each okay, so that's awkward. Well, maybe I'll put it in the comments or something, what I think will win, because, oopsies. Oh, history and biography. I cannot believe that they are keeping this category. Like, who cares? like they keep shuffling around, like, oh, they added romantasy last year, and, like, they added, the audiobook one this year. Like, why are we keeping history and biography of all things? And I'm not even opposed to reading stuff like that, but I definitely haven't been this year, and I don't think I've read any of these. Yeah, I have not. I don't know. I mean, I will definitely read whatever wins, and I'm sure that I will be interested and engaged. Honestly, like, I do like reading stuff like this, but I just haven't read any of these. So it looks like that's it. I can't believe it. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of a, like, meh year, I feel like. There's nothing that I feel, like, so passionately about, I guess, if that makes sense. I mean, I Cheerfully Refuse. I don't think that it will win. I don't think, like, enough people have read it to choose it, and that's fine. But that's really the only thing that I am like, oh, this, like, deserves, like, an award and everything. And again, it's just the Goodreads Awards, so, like, it's fine. But regardless, if you check back in with me early next year, I will have definitely read all the winners and talked about my favorites or talked about what I thought about them. So yeah, I hope you come back and see what my thoughts are. I would love to know your thoughts. I would love to know what you voted for, what you think about this year and the categories and everything. Again, it just brings me a little bit of like respite from all of the stress and craziness of the world to care about something that ultimately does not matter in the grand scheme of things. So I know this was super short. Thank you for sticking with me this long. If you have, I'm sure that you have, because this was, again, super short. I will be probably back with my, I love when I have to change my battery for the last 20 seconds of my video. I think I was saying, I'm sure I will be back very soon with my best and worst books of the year. I have very strong opinions this year, so be ready. But other than that, I think that's about it. I just wanted to have a little chat about these nominations. So I will see you hopefully soon. Always, my social medias are in the description. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to connect with you. That's like my whole thing in doing this. So, if you want to do that, you for sure can. But other than that, I think I have to let my girl out of her crate. So, bye.